Bounces underneath. Easy lay for Howard. As Howard somehow spins that in. Plus the foul. Cunningham connects on another three. Boston, good look inside. Howard lays it in. Cunningham connects on a three. Cunningham again. Nice find from McDonald, and Howard lays it in. Shot clock at 3. Finds Howard. Her jumper, sure.
Picture this. Caitlin Clark is on the bench, frustrated but fired up, watching her team grind through a 7th straight game without her. And yet, the Fever just secured their 5th win in a row, their longest streak in a decade. They're now 5th in the standings, just 1.5 games out of 2nd. Who said they'd fall apart without their star? Instead, they're thriving. So how did they take down the Seattle Storm? And what did Natasha Howard do to join names like Tamika Catchings and Sophie Cunningham, earning the nickname Firecracker? If you're with the Fever, comment, "I've got the fever." Let's go!
That's a PNW win! W's in the chat.
W's in the chat.
Oh my gosh. That one just aged me, but we're getting better. Shoot, good win. Win for win.
A dub is a dub, so keep on rolling.
Here's what most people don't get about the Fever's current run. It's not just another regular season game. Heading into the matchup against the Seattle Storm, the Fever sat at 6th place with a 16-12 record, but they were just a few wins away from snagging the number 2 seed heading into the playoffs. At this stage, every game counts. The battle for playoff seeding is tight, and home court advantage could make all the difference. There's no room for slip-ups now.
You're kind of part of this jumble in the standings where you're 16-12, Seattle's 16-12, which a lot of teams kind of game above, game below. Just how important does it make for this game and this road trip?
I mean, I think that the situation that we're in right now, every game is important. And, you know, every game that we're playing is there's got to be a sense of urgency. And oftentimes in the second half of the season that happens anyway, but certainly the way that things are with the standings and, you know, opportunities to get wins and get tough wins on the road are important. But, you know, we have to take it one game at a time, and we have to be where our feet are, and we got to attack a great Seattle team.
This West Coast road trip could define the Fever's entire season. With tough matchups still ahead, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Minnesota, nothing will come easy. The pressure? It's real. One bad stretch could knock them out of playoff position completely. But here's the wild part. Without Caitlin Clark, the Fever have found something special. They're not just surviving, they're thriving. 7 straight games without their superstar, and they've gone 9-7 in total without her this season. That's not supposed to happen when your best player is out. Yet here they are, playing their best basketball in a decade.
I think first and foremost, we got a great group of women. You know, they're team first. They pull for one another. They're selfless, and they're capable. And you know, when you have that, it just they've been resilient all year long, and they rally together. They're a connected group, and I think that's really important. And we have capable players. You know, we certainly play a little differently without Caitlin on the floor. But the confidence that each one of these women has gotten in the ability to make plays in big moments.
The secret behind the Fever's success? It's something every great team learns. When a star goes down, everyone else has to rise. Head coach Stephanie White spoke about how the team's identity shifted, from Clark-dependent to collectively unstoppable. Aaliyah Boston stepped into a playmaker role. Kelsey Mitchell brought steady, veteran leadership. Natasha Howard embraced the scoring load. And the role players? They delivered. Ari McDonald injected speed and creativity. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull brought the fire and grit. This isn't just one player carrying a team. It's the whole squad leveling up.
That we have, so that you really never can key on one or two players. We've got multiple players that can step up and have big games for us. I think it makes us more balanced on the offensive end, and the versatility that we have defensively has been big for us. And so, you know, I think this group's been resilient. they've come together. They're playing really well together, and they play for each other. And you really can't discount how important that is when you're playing for the person beside you.
Coach Stephanie White called Clark's absence a blessing in disguise. It forced others to step up. Now, the Fever run a balanced offense, move the ball better, and defend with more versatility. They're unpredictable. Anyone can take over. This 5-game win streak shows they've got championship-level depth. And when Clark returns, this team could be unstoppable. A squad that's winning without its star, then gets her back? That's how title runs start. And one player's explosive night lit the spark, earning her a nickname that says it all.
Storm team's second best defensive rating in the league, but you've been able to find some shots and spots so far today. How have you been able to do that?
Yeah, they're heavy in the paint. We have great post players and they have to cover them. Seattle's a great defensive team. They're long, they're athletic, but the weak side's wide open. So as long as we keep the ball popping, I think we're going to find nice shots.
The Fever went 0-4-7 from 3, except for Sophie Cunningham. While the rest of the team struggled, she carried the offense with ice-cold composure. That's pressure. And Cunningham thrived under it. She knocked down 4 threes, scored a season-high 17 points, and shot an insane 5 of 6 from the field in 33 minutes. When everything stalled, she became the spark that kept Indiana alive.
Gabby Williams storms inside, can't finish it, follows it up, into the arms of Bibby, just signed for the rest of the season by Indiana. Been a perfect fit at the stretch 4. Cunningham connects on a 3.
And you just look at her frame, 6'6" and super long.
Cunningham connects on another.
Her teammates knew they had just witnessed something special. After the game, Natasha Howard called Sophie Cunningham a firecracker on social media, and the nickname couldn't be more fitting. Cunningham delivers exactly what this team needs: a sudden spark, an explosive presence, and the energy that lights a fire under everyone around her.
You brought it up before, though, and to Noe there. Double overtime game and then a day game today. Cunningham again! Sophie Cunningham, 3 for 3 from deep. Mitchell and Boston would combine for that. You'd never think this would be the score. Cunningham again! Sophie Cunningham has tied her season high, 16 points.
Come in with confidence, and she has certainly been that from the jump of
The numbers behind Sophie Cunningham's July hot streak make a strong case for her as the frontrunner for 6th Player of the Year. She's hit double figures in 8 of her last 10 games, and when Caitlin Clark was sidelined, Cunningham stepped into the starting lineup and proved she deserves to stay there. Her clutch shooting didn't just keep Indiana in games, it prevented their offense from collapsing entirely. Aaliyah Boston credited Cunningham's perimeter presence for creating space inside, saying it opened up key scoring opportunities. Even Kelsey Mitchell, who struggled from the field that night, acknowledged her impact. Sophie facilitated for us offensively down the stretch.
That we've had as a team, because early in the season we were just so inconsistent, and if teams were to do that, we would normally lose those games, but it just shows that we're getting closer, we're trusting each other, and I think that's the biggest part, is trusting and knowing that we can win those games even if they go on run.
Performances like this are how championship teams are built, by finding new heroes when it counts. Sophie Cunningham showed that role players can rise to the occasion and deliver like stars when the moment demands it. Her teammates see it too. She's no longer just a spark off the bench. She's becoming essential to this team's success.
Ups and downs in the WNBA this season. To take care of business in a winning streak like this, what does that sort of say about how this team's coming together? Yeah,
Seattle's a great team, a great team, and it's hard to play here, and so we knew that. We knew that they just came off kind of a bad loss against LA, and so they were hungry for a win, but for us, it's not about other teams, it's about our standard, it's about stacking the days, and I think that where our mental's at as a team and as individuals, we're in a really good spot, and it's not going to be easy moving forward, but I think today we stayed true to the scout, we trusted the offense. Kelsey has been having a hell of a season. She was a little bit off, but she facilitated for us offensively down the stretch, and it just shows that everyone has something to give, even if your scoring's not going to be there. But I don't know, I'm just proud of our team, and I'm proud that we stacked today.